This is Dumbed Down Life number 102. The Black Crows with Goodbye Daughters of the Revolutions. Good evening, Darren.
Good evening, sir.
And how are you feeling today?
I'm good, thank you.
Are you sure about that?
Well, maybe a little chilly, but other than that, mustn't grumble.
Well, the reason why I ask is because there was a recent study been done, and people who live alone, like yourself and myself, are twice as likely to die of a heart attack or high blood pressure or have high cholesterol than people who live with other people.
Even if those other people are unhealthy people.
I think it's sort of hinting at a natural disposition to being unhealthy by sort of going hand in hand with living alone. That we're more likely to be more sedentary and more likely to not eat particularly healthy, possibly drink more, and almost certainly be more inclined to be smokers. Which is ironic because neither you nor I smoke.
Well, yeah, you can say that now that you've given up. But how long's it been now?
Oh, about 18, 19, 20 weeks, something like that. I've actually stopped counting.
That's good. Yeah, I tend to think, though, that you're going to have sort of a preposition as to whether you're going to be unhealthy or not, depending on things like how you've been brought up. I mean, if you've been brought up eating sort of good, healthy foods and perhaps had the family show you how to cook and prepare things properly, unless you sort of, when you leave home, you rebel, I can't see why you would suddenly decide to go to an unhealthy diet, because you're used to something that's good and possibly don't even enjoy the fatty, nasty fast foods.
Well, you say that, but when I was living at home, I had a proper breakfast. I had admittedly, I was probably still at school when I was living at home, so I had a proper breakfast. I had a packed lunch or a lunch of some description, and I had a proper meal when I came home from school. And I like cooking. I'm not a bad cook. I do like cooking. But I bet I have a takeaway 2 or 3 times a week. Mainly due to the fact that I finish work, I come home, and I can't be bothered to go through all the rigmarole of cooking just for me. So it's a case of, oh, sod it, I'll go down the kebab shop, or I'll have a Chinese as I did tonight.
But don't you get bored with kebab, Chinese, McDonald's, and...
How can you get bored of Chinese when they've got 80 different things on the menu?
Yeah, but they're all Chinese things.
We have an Indian in town. There's a chip shop. It's convenience, isn't it? And just sort of... It's convenience coupled with laziness.
Yeah.
Like I say, I do like cooking when I get the opportunity. I mean, I've been down to your place and cooked a couple of times, haven't I?
Yeah.
I do like cooking when I get the opportunity, and the opportunity to cook a decent meal for other people. Just doing it for me, it's not worth all the grief and the hassle and the mess.
It's spending 3/4 of an hour to prepare something and 5 minutes to eat it and not have anybody pat you on the back afterwards. Isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's a lot to do with it, yeah.
But I guess the other thing is, are they kind of looking at this the wrong way round, in that the single people are more likely to eat unhealthy and more likely to smoke and more likely to drink. Now, are they doing that because they're single, or are they single because they're overweight and they're drinking and smoking? So it's a bit...
That's that's an interesting way of looking at it.
It's
I'm overweight, was a smoker, and I'm single. I ought to look into that.
Walked into a local bar on a quiet weekday night. Bartender looked stressed out and something wasn't right. So I asked what I could do to put a smile on her face, and she said, honey, I know it's Wednesday night, but we've gotta rock this place. So I said, I'm parked right outside and I'm living out my car. I got t-shirts and blue jeans, but I also got my guitar. And if you give me a couple more drinks that are on the house, I'm gonna flip this place upside down and I'ma turn this mother out. So pour me another drink if you really really think that you're ready for what I got? Meet me at the bar and order up some shots, 'cause I got the songs that make the pain go away. I got the real remedy for a bad day. I got lyrics that will surely make you smile. I promise you'll be feeling good in a little while. So pour me another drink if you really think that you're ready for what I got. Unplug the phone so nobody calls the cops, because the F-word song is coming up soon, along with several other offensive tunes. I got some stories that I'd like to share, so gather round, but listeners beware. I really dig playing here for you. It ain't no hobby, it's what I was born to do. No 9 to 5, 'cause I hate working for the man. And if you're sitting at this bar, I know you understand. So pour me another drink if you really think that you're ready for what I got. Meet me at the bar and order up some shots and pour me another drink. Just pour me another drink if you really think that you're ready. Then pour me another drink.
And just to be topical with the conversation, we have there Paul Blann with Pour Me Another Drink. I wonder if Paul's single.
I've no idea. I'll send him an email and find out.
It's not the kind of research you do on an artist, really, is it?
Yeah, hi, I'm a bloke. We really liked your music. Are you single? Yeah, that's not an email I'm sending, mate.
So, Google are being investigated by the Europe over monopolies.
Oh, isn't this what they did to Microsoft?
But this is what they've done to Microsoft, and this is where the other search engine companies are saying, but Google are monopolising on what they've got, and it's not fair.
I'm probably going to prove the point, but what are the search engines?
Well, the thing is, if you think back to about 15 years ago, yeah?
Yeah.
Which search engine were you using?
15 years ago, when would that have been? 95?
That would have been around the time of dial-up.
I'm not even sure I was on the internet in 95. You know what?
Pre-Google.
Pre-Google, what did I use? Do you know? This shouldn't be a stumper. Shouldn't be a stumper, should it? Probably Yahoo, yeah, or Ask Jeeves.
Yeah. And so they were there. They've got an established customer base. They've got technology which Google didn't have at the time, because the two owners of Google were still in nappies. They've got hardware. They've got premises. They've got a good 5 years ahead of Google, and yet Google have managed to come in and with better way of doing things and with a better outlook on how to do things, they've therefore managed to take the lion's share of whatever money there is to be made in searching. So is it right that once they're now doing so well, that everybody else says, it's not fair, they're monopolising it all?
Isn't this just human nature, though? Doesn't this happen everywhere? anybody who is sort of a new startup and it's like, hey, how cool are these guys? Let's get behind these. These are the hip and happening sort of against the establishment type of people. Yeah, we really like this. Oh, wait. You're really huge and you control everything, and that's not great, and let's try and bring you down. Doesn't that happen with just about anything? It's what happened with Microsoft. It happens with pop stars all the time, or movie stars. Isn't it just part of human nature? As soon as Google are doing really well, everybody else starts bitching and moaning about them. It's not their fault they're successful, is it?
Yeah, they shouldn't be so successful. They should stop when they're at a level where everybody's just happy with them. But it just seems a bit funny that. Well, I guess what it is that the startups become the norm. They become the big companies that everybody's against. Because we were just waiting for the next new idea.
Look back. 5, 6, 8 years ago, whatever, Apple were this reasonable sized computer company, but they were certainly not mainstream.
Yeah,
they were the geek crowd of. They were the geek of geeks, basically, weren't they? They were the nerds even the nerds wouldn't touch. And now they're huge. Everybody was sort of anti-Microsoft. Microsoft this, Microsoft that. Oh, and Bill Gates is the devil. And look at these cool guys over here. They're kind of okay, but they're a bit nerdy. And that was Apple. Well, it's kind of Apple now are the Microsoft of 10 years ago. They're huge. They control everything, and everybody's bitching and moaning at them. You've got Android coming up, the Google product, and they're the sort of cool guys now. Having a bitch and a whine about Apple. I think it's just something that happens,
It's just natural to want to belittle the ones who have done well.
Yeah, everybody likes to root for the little guy, root for the underdog, because they're doing something different. They're having to think outside the box to compete with the behemoth of the time. And because they do it so well, they become that behemoth. And somebody else comes along who's doing something slightly different, and it just keeps going round and round and round. In 20 years' time, Microsoft will be this smaller company who everybody thinks are great because they're doing something really innovative against the might of evilness that is Apple, or even Google.
You're listening to Dumbed Down Life.
With today being the 30th of November, that marks the end of NaPodPoMo. And today being the only exception, we have been doing pretty well. Technology almost let us down today, didn't it?
Oh, almost, yeah. Had it not been NaPodPoMo, we would have said the F word and walked away and not bothered. It's been a bit of a trial today, hasn't it?
Technology letting us down and the like. But we have decided that we're going to carry on doing this as a daily show. Technology will continue to challenge us, but I think we've got a system which we know we can use, and it doesn't take long to throw a show together when we use this tried and tested system. So for those of you who have joined us through the NaPodPoMo, I hope you're enjoying the show, and I hope you continue to enjoy the show. And we will be back tomorrow.
You can call the Dumbed Down Life crew on 07092 274 759.
You can follow us on Twitter. Our account name is Dumbed Down Life.
The email address is ddl.podshow@gmail.com. The website address is www.dumbeddownlife.com.
Hey, Dumb Down Life guys and gals, I guess. This is Dale from all the way from the USA in Wisconsin calling and saying congratulations on putting out 30 shows in 30 days as part of the NaPodPoMo challenge. I really have been liking the shows, and I'm glad to hear that you guys are going to continue on a almost daily basis. I know how much work it is because I do my own show, the Philosophy Guy Show, which will be on the NaPodPoMo feed for, I guess, the next couple of days. So, congratulations again, and talk to you soon. Bye.